This match is about more than just the Unity titles. It's about gaining momentum, heading into the biggest showdown for control of WWE.
Absolutely, Saxton. A win here could demoralize the opposition and give one of these teams a massive boost heading into Survivor Series.
Both teams know what's at stake and look to walk out of here with the Unity titles and so much more. Seth Rollins gonna put his opponent away. Tony D'Angelo? After what happened backstage, I don't think he's making it out here.
Well, Punk expected reinforcements, but the Unity champions are on their own tonight.
Snap suplex.
Seth Rollins hooking his opponent for the small package driver.
Down for the pin. Throws up the shoulder.
Really overzealous going with a pin attempt there. Nicely done.
And Lexus just got torn down there.
Yeah, Rollins looked sharp there. Physically, mentally, and fashionably.
Jumping knee drop.
So precise.
And Seth taking some time to, well, who knows what his thought process is at this point.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around.
Oh, strong impact.
The champ did what had to be done, cutting off any momentum at the knee.
That's one way to fight out of the corner. Roll up here.
Oh, no, how in the world did he kick out of that? It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Connects with the kick.
Catches the leg. Step ahead there.
Oh, man.
Dropping the elbow. Ooh. And Rollins capitalizes. Look at this. This can't be good. Right to the throat. The challenger really taking it on the chin here. Elbow drop.
Using as much force as possible to beat their challenger's leg down.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God, what a move.
Oh, for the title.
Oh, somehow.
He's far from finished.
And he has an answer for King.
Nice side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Lexus up the turnbuckles.
From the top. Elbow drop. Good. The champion doing everything to retain here.
Kick out at one for the challenger.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Oof.
DDT.
And there's the tag bailing into the ring. He tags out.
Oh, clothesline. The champ with the cover. She breaks the count quick.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
Oh.
Are we going to see it? There it is. Can she take much more? Hold on, maneuvers herself out.
Takedown, and now punches right. Just pounding away. Look at that power, Byron.
Man, that is just careless intent. Ouch. Charlotte Flair trying to fire herself up.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
Escapes, and a chop block takes him down.
Lift it up. What's next? Tag made. Rake right across the back. It goes without saying that there is a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that. Oh, right into a counter.
Big slam. She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
Up high.
Narrowly escaping there.
And a well-executed move we just saw there.
Into the backstabber.
Getting tagged in.
Flair moved at the right time.
She turns it around with the rope.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
She's launched out of the ring. And Charlotte displaying this kind of demeanor must be an inherited trait. That move was a thank you shot to the so-called benevolent queen.
Are we going to see it? There it is.
It's your favorite move, Saxton.
Can she take much more? Hold on. Maneuvers herself out.
Just ejected from the ring.
Using a handful of hair to deliver the snapmare. And this is even worse.
Late pin, championship on the line. And the champ can't keep the shoulders down.
This match continues on. Got their opponent set up. Basement drop kick to the back. Just hot shot it to the outside.
This is just ridiculous now. Pay attention to your opponent.
Bayley connects with a right hand, draping her opponent.
Hot shot stunner.
Oh, and a stomp.
Elbow to the knee, into a leg lock, and look at this brutality.
Oh, a flurry of strikes.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
The challenger is getting torn into.
I expect a tag soon here. Have to take the chance to get your win back deep into the match. Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort.
Hooked up.
Oh, shin breaker. She whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
A massive whirlwind splash.
And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it.
1, 2, Chad Patton has stopped counting.
Maybe he forgot what number comes next.
Looks like they're going to remind him.
Wait, Bailey with the roll-up. It's over.
Chad Patton knew how to count that time.
That was a fast count. What the heck is going on here?
Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue.
This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees.
Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do?
Hold on, it looks like Lexis King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexis King's going anywhere.
Are these four superstars our team for Survivor Series? We may have lost this one, but now Lexis King is going to pay. And the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
This could be a preview of Survivor Series.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside floor.
What a chaotic SmackDown. A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny.
But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
I can't believe I didn't see it coming. I hate being a step behind him. At least we laid out Lexus.
Which Punk is using as an excuse to step in at Survivor Series. Feels like a setup, another one of his ploys. Let's make sure we're ready.
Well, we could start by telling the GMs to make the match no DQ.
But I like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
Let's show Punk he's not the only one who can craft a clever scheme. Some mind games never hurt. At least, not the one who's playing them.
I like that. I mean, if we could push a wedge between Punk and KO or Bailey, that could really help us.
You remember all those interviews WWE posted after Damage Control broke up?
I do. And if someone was to get their hands on those and do some creative editing...
Mutiny will be too busy questioning each other to focus on us.
This is going to be fun.
And there they are, the team representing WWE at Survivor Series.
Looks like we're going to get some kind of audio-visual presentation.
Bailey has proven she's not a leader. Everything she touches turns to trash.
Bailey is not nearly as smart as she thinks she is.
The obvious person to blame for all the failures is Bailey.
Harsh words from Punk and KO about one of their trusted generals.
And right before Survivor Series? What a bombshell!
You have to believe Mutiny is paying close attention right now.
I assume everyone's laser focus as we head into Survivor Series.
Let's hear what Team WWE has to say.
You know, I've always always wondered if the Mutiny Minions know how the so-called voice of the voiceless talks about them behind their backs.
Well, they do now. Loyalty in Mutiny comes with an expiration date. Who knows what else they're saying off the record?
Members of Mutiny, if you feel betrayed, WWE will welcome you with open arms.
CM Punk has heard enough.
I don't know where you got that audio, but this whole scheme reeks of desperation. Mutiny isn't built on fragile egos or naive trust. Bayley knows I value her. We're stronger than your petty manipulations.
You seem rattled, Punk. Is it because while you're plotting and planning, your faithful followers are plotting their exits? They're not loyalists. They're opportunists, just like you.
And after Survivor Series, you'll find yourself a leader without an army, without a follower, without a friend.
So, Mutiny isn't loyal? They're gonna leave me all alone? Let's test that theory. 4 of my so-called minions are in your arena right now. As usual, you think you're playing chess, but really, it's just tic-tac-toe. Predictable and easily countered.
Mutiny is here to go tic-tac-toe-to-toe with Team WWE.
Survivor Series can wait, but apparently we can't. It looks like we're about to have a 4-on-4 match right here on SmackDown after this break. Tensions are at an all-time high here with Survivor Series on the horizon. And this impromptu 8-man tag looks to be the final statement.
Team WWE needs to make this count, Michael. This is their chance to send a strong message to Mutiny and everyone else watching.
No, it's not about messages, Saxon. This is about momentum. No one wants to go into Survivor Series licking their wounds.
What a shot.
And he retaliates.
Firm control. Big boom. Vicious.
Both wrists captured and
Boom. Good night. What a knee.
Wow, what a kick.
And a kick to the back. Oh, heinous knee to the face.
leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
Ooh, stiff punch.
She had that scouted. Picked up and being carried around there. Coming in off the tag.
Ooh!
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Tag made. Fresh partner in.
Dangerous knee on the button.
Here's a tag. Opponent off the ropes. Big back body drop. Those two are in such a cohesive rhythm out there.
It's like playing jazz, but using your opponent as the drum.
There's a tag.
Tag made here. Oh, this is going to be bad.
And a hammer fist right across the collarbone.
Tandem offense in effect. A good team knows how to truly work as one. Oh, man, Charlotte just bending that leg to her will.
Wrestling 101. If you can't stand, you can't fight.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
And now we're getting an up-close and personal view of this fight.
And the announce table's getting a makeover.
That's not very feng shui.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
She's making the climb to the top rope.
Uh-oh. Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners. Seth Rollins and Charlotte Flair.
Team WWE is already running on all cylinders. What a win against Mutiny here tonight.
They certainly look ready for Survivor Series. And as for Mutiny, we'll see them.
Here we are. The future of WWE rests entirely on our shoulders.
No pressure, though.
I'm telling you, after that leaked audio, Mutiny must be at each other's throats. They can't be on the same page walking into tonight.
Now we just have to keep them off balance.
One way we could do that is with a last-minute substitution. When I joined the team, you got Tiffany Stratton too. As much as I want to get my hands on Io in the first match, Mutiny would never see this coming.
You're right. We're going to pull the ultimate swerve and start the series with a bang. Let's go with Tiffany.
We do have a very powerful shield we could use. Sheamus and LA Knight are ready to answer the call. Either one of them comes walking down the aisle instead of me, KO won't know what to do.
We wanted Seth Rollins on our team because you're the freaking architect. There's nobody we'd rather go into battle with.
The time for talk is over. Let's go out there and start the series with a win.
Better yet, let's make it 2 wins. I don't think we're ever going to get to that third and final Unity title match, no matter what Mutiny tries to pull.
So long as we have this kind of faith in each other, I know I'm going to walk out of Survivor Series on the winning side.
The most important Survivor Series in WWE history is underway, and Io Sky looks ready.
Io is ready, but the woman fighting for WWE earned her spot by taking the fight to Mutiny, and that's not going to change tonight.
I hope you're right, Saxton. If WWE starts best-of-3 series with a loss, we might never recover. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Gosh. Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Standing moonsault gets all of it. Not only does the standing moonsault physically hurt, but it's got to bruise the ego, too.
Oh, catastrophic damage on the back. Sky high.
Just a relentless assault from Tiffany.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Tiffany. Punishing power slam.
She's starting to feel the effects of that offense.
Hard-hitting damage coming from Stratton.
Watch out.
Suicide dive.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Sent crashing into our desk.
Yeah, we might want to think about moving out of here.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Up high.
Crossbody from the top.
No doubt Io is having trouble here.
Io has to start volleying back somehow.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Oh, look at her leg strength.
What a counter!
Tiffany's pushing back now.
Could be the table turner Tiffany desperately needed.
Going over to the Alabama slam.
That move took every ounce of athleticism Stratton had.
Here we go. Went for it all, but gets nothing. Tiffany throwing caution to the wind.
Oh, man. Oh, face first.
And Io's offense gets fought off.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them. Sliding out of danger there.
Drop kick. Things are looking a little rocky for her.
Going through plenty of pain, but there's no need to panic.
Soaring.
Big splash.
Forearms from the second rope.
Dropping down. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Io with a turnaround.
Sky focused on finishing this.
And she quickly turned that around. Oh, man.
Oh, and a double foot stomp.
Basement drop kick. It looks like Stratton didn't quite expect that.
Early time offense there.
Oh, perfect kick.
She managed to avoid that offense. Roundhouse kick. She has no idea where she is right now, and it is about to get worse.
And retaliates with a counter.
Sky able to steer clear.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense. A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch. Oh, geez, you might break a neck that way. Full Nelson.
Dragon suplex. Following it up with the cover. Looks like there's some more fight left in her. Dodge is out of the way.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. And attacking the body here could be a smart strategy. Rolling through. Tiffany Stratton showing the WWE Universe more love than they deserve.
She keeps on talking, but is she actually going to deliver?
Mat slam with some attitude.
The center of the universe.
The prettiest moonsault ever. Tiffany with the exclamation mark.
Right to the spine.
Oh, oof. Kick finds it. Strong kick. My goodness. Gets herself out of harm's way. Sent hard into the corner. Oh!
Hurricane Rana.
Unbelievable athleticism. She put in the work. Now she's looking for the payoff.
She pops the shoulder up and one.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup. Oh, Tiffany avoids contact.
Oh, look at this here. Arm wrench. Setting Io up for a suplex here.
Shades of Eddie Guerrero.
Hold on. Io's got backup.
But Team WWE was ready.
Wait a second.
Asuka with the poison mist.
Where did she come from?
Io with a moonsault from out of nowhere.
The genius of the Sky had a genius plan.
And that'll do it.
Muni has drawn first blood here at Survivor Series, and WWE is on its heels, down 1-0.
You have to wonder if we're even going to see a Unity title match tonight in that third and final contest. Kevin Owens could make this a series sweep of Team WWE.
This night could go from bad to worse.
How's she doing after that missed attack from Asuka?
They're flushing Tiffany's eyes out in the trainer's room. Charlotte's with her, so we need to focus because now we're playing from behind.
It's our own damn fault. How didn't we see Asuka coming?
Overconfidence. We were looking one way and they slipped the knife right in our backs. We're gonna be ready for them this time.
They've used crooked refs, blindside attacks, and chances are that's going to be the theme of the night. How do we hold them off?
You two head to Gorilla and make sure we don't see a repeat of Kyrie and Bailey's interference.
What are you going to do?
Collect our mad-as-hell partner from the trainer's room. We'll try to stop Mutiny from coming through the crowd.
That sounds like a plan.
When we were kids playing with that old toy WWE ring, you ever imagine that we'd be the last line of defense protecting WWE's future?
As a matter of fact, yeah. Tonight is what I've been imagining for a very long time.
Let's go tie this thing up.
If this man loses to Kevin Owens, Survivor Series is over, and the entire future of WWE will rest in the hands of CM Punk and his goons.
That's not going to happen, Byron. Nobody on Team WWE is going to let Mutiny flush over 60 years of history down the drain.
I don't know how you're less cynical than I am after everything you've seen, Cole. We lost the first match in this series, and I just know Punk and his accomplices have more up their sleeves. Boom! Knee on the money.
Moonsault! Man, did you see the height on that?
Wow.
Kick from behind. Ouch. Showing no signs of defense here, guys.
Goes to the body to break his grip.
Bang! He finds a counter. And that typical disregard of Owens given right back to him.
And Rollins is wearing a self-satisfied smirk after landing that.
Crucial moment.
A knee of the Revolution style by Rollins.
It's not looking good for Owens.
Owens is under the gun.
What a way to get out of that one.
Momentum going back to Owens' corner.
Now's a chance for Owens to get back in the match.
Down with a face buster.
Shake your face after that one.
Taking off from the ropes.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Watch out! Oh, kick right to the gut.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Look at Owens, top rope.
Oh, look out.
Great thinking to stop Owens. Just sent crashing to the arena floor. Flying.
And stays one step ahead.
Testing the limits of that leg here.
About to be the proverbial one-legged man in the you-know-what kicking contest.
Sling blade. And now this conflict has found its way right by our announce table.
In another minute, the chaos could be right on top of us. Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
Oh, my, what a splash. Seth Rollins didn't get what he wanted there, taking some stiff offense.
Yeah, as you can see the disregard Owens has for his opponent.
And a series of vicious stomps. Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Up in. Going for the cover. Gets the shoulder up and one.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Rollins dodges in the nick of time. Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
Back suplex. Can he do it? Only a 1 count before the kick out.
Not getting to 2 at this point has got to say something.
Big reversal by Rollins. Owens set to the outside.
Take off. Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
Delivering nasty stomps. Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Attacks being poured on by KO.
This has become all Owens.
Returning back to the ring. Catches the kick. Got him caught. In a dragon screw. Game changer. And he just has to be in indescribable pain.
Yeah, he's absolutely in danger of losing it all here.
He manages to slip out of the way.
Big back body drop. Broad elevation.
He's just waiting for that perfect moment. Up high.
Oh, he paid.
Rollins looking for it. Down low with the stomp.
Is that what it takes to beat KO?
And going for the pin. Only 2.
Kevin Owens tapping deep into his reserves to remain in this matchup.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
If this lands, it's over.
Wait, what a Phoenix splash by Rollins.
Rollins with an homage to the game. Pedigree! That is Rollins showing Owens exactly how to perform in big match moments.
Look to the gut by Rollins. Up high. The stomp.
Now Rollins needs to end this.
Rollins wants to knock Owens lights out.
Look out.
Hits it again, and that's gotta do it.
He wins! He wins!
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
We're back in it, Cole. What a clutch win for Team WWE.
An impressive win over KO, and the series is now tied 1-1. It all comes down to our main event now.
We're right back in this thing.
Kevin Owens got taken apart out there.
It helped that it was finally a fair fight. Did you have to stop Mutiny from interfering?
Nope. I was in Gorilla the whole time and they never showed. You?
Your partner and I split up to cover the crowd and nobody came my way. Maybe they shot their shot with Asuka and damage control.
It's possible, but I'd bet Punk and Bailey have another trick or two up their sleeves.
That's what we're expecting. My partner and I have been through just about everything together. We've seen it all. And we're ready for whatever they throw at us.
Where is your partner?
I don't know. You haven't seen her since the last match?
No. Maybe that's why Mutiny never interfered. They were busy attacking her.
I'm going to find her.
You don't have time. You have to get to Gorilla for your match. This is our last chance to stop Mutiny.
We'll find her. You just go out there and win this thing.
I don't know if this guy's being brave or stupid. Taking on CM Punk and Bayley in a handicap match is a one-way ticket to a beating.
What choice did he have, Corey? Forfeit? The entire future of the WWE is at stake, and his partner is missing in action.
The die has been cast and the bell is rung, gentlemen. It's all on that man's shoulders now.
Nasty right hand. Vicious enziguri. He looks like the kind of competitor that can take on all comers right now.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
Ooh, DDT. Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Turning the tape.
Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the win. Guillotine applied. The neck just... The guillotine locked in. This is all... That was an incredible counter. Oh, the knee directly into the face. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, right across the solar plexus.
Bayley not quite taking charge of the situation right now, despite her game plan.
She's hanging tough, but that might not be too tenable in a handicap match.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Put into the corner. What could be next? Wicked clothesline.
And Bayley is really being knocked around here.
That can't be how Bayley envisioned tonight going.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
And it looks like she has swift justice in mind, going for the kendo stick like that. Now this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Tag, she got that.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
Boom.
Grabbing the arms and just rapid stops.
The stomp in every single part of his body.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Punk needs to be resourceful. Find a moment to strike. Just mounted with punches and a stop to the gut, too.
Working the midsection there. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Bam!
His adrenaline is pumping right now.
Inside cradle. Oh, look at this small package!
And he easily stops the ref's count.
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
He's able to take a stand there.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him.
This is it. The Civil War is over.
No! Bayley is not ready to give up on the rebellion.
And the referee's helpless since it's no disqualification.
Is that who I think it is?
We thought Mutiny had taken out half of our team.
They may have taken a shot, but this leader of Team WWE isn't going down that easily.
Bayley and Punk don't look so confident all of a sudden.
What they look is scared, Saxton. They see Mutiny crumbling before their very eyes.
Team WWE has Mutiny on the ropes.
Oh, my God.
What? What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. We're seeing yet another defection.
At the worst possible time. With everything these two have been through, I never thought I'd see this.
This is a shocking betrayal. It's a choice that can't be taken back.
these two have so much history.
That's what Punk excels at, Saxton. Divisiveness.
You should have seen this coming!
You hear that? You should have seen this coming.
Maybe we all should have.
Come on, you made your point.
It's what Mutiny's done for months, beating WWE in the most humiliating way possible.
Go to sleep.
This is tough to watch. No, don't count it. Come on.
The referee doesn't have a choice.
It's over.
Mutiny has prevailed, and WWE will never be the same.
Is it even WWE anymore? I never thought I'd see this day come.
Is there anyone who somehow can reclaim the legacy of this company?
I think it might be too late.
There's nothing left to say here. This is disgusting.
What I did tonight in the ring, taking a stand for myself, that felt good. It's been a while since I've had a chance to drop dead weight. Since I moved away from a childhood friend, in fact. Though, I'm glad we stayed close. If we hadn't, you would have never reached out, expecting me to drop everything, leave MMA, and jump in to rescue you. When I agreed to help, I said it would be a unique way to train for MMA. But I was also looking for the right opportunity. I was looking for an opportunity to finally put myself front and center, not just be a sidekick to someone who always puts themselves first. That's what CM Punk gave me. The chance to eliminate the world of fabricated first draft picks, self-obsessed brass ring grabbers, and anyone too stubborn to see the light of change coming to this industry. So, to my former childhood bestie, let me be clear. If I had known what was ahead of me all those years ago, I would have taken your kickball and befriended those new kids that moved in. Because I had no reason to stay loyal to someone who constantly made everything about themselves. But now that I see clearly, I'm with people who actually care about me and my future. I'm the one standing tall, not letting you make decisions for me anymore. And you lost everything.
Thanks for making the time to come in today.
I know I'm not even a part of WWE anymore, so I appreciate you bringing me in. Although, if I'm being honest, I hope to hear from you sooner, especially since I've been reaching out ever since Survivor Series.
To say things have been complicated would be an understatement. I'm sure you've been following on social media.
It's hard to avert your eyes from a dumpster fire.
Good. And you know Mutiny's taken over Raw and SmackDown and put their people in charge of everything.
Ah, there it is.
What?
You've lost control. You called an uprising best for business because you thought you could control them, and now they're in charge. Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, they were all convinced you were secretly running Mutiny. I know it turns out you weren't, but you could not have done a better job helping them if you were.
Listen, this isn't about me. This is about the future of this company. Mutiny has put everything at risk. We're supposed to be on the road to WrestleMania, and they've decided to cancel the Royal Rumble. Why bother when CM Punk has probably already decided he's main eventing? Mutiny is dismantling everything, and they're showing no signs of stopping.
I think you're forgetting that I don't go here anymore. As much as I want to stop Mutiny and get my revenge, unless you have a new WWE contract for me, seems like your mess to solve.
I can't give you a new WWE contract.
Then why am I here?
Mutiny has my hands tied. And as much as the board would love to see you teach Punk and your former partner a lesson, you'd need an army to take them on. With the kind of chokehold they have on the company right now, it would be damn near impossible for you to get anyone on the current roster to help you.
Great. So we're just here to talk about how you've given up?
Oh, I haven't given up. And I don't think you have either. Like I said, I don't think anyone on the current roster can help you.
Ah, there's the old cerebral assassin.
Yeah, he's still in there when I need him. Since you know how to play the game too, I'll let you put together the rest on your own. It's your call who to recruit to your army.
Interesting. I know you said no one on the current roster can help, but... I have a pretty good idea of some legendary talent who are always ready for a fight.
Good. Then I'll leave you to it.
Hey, do you have a second?
The con's not open yet. You'll have to... Wow. I know things didn't go well for you with Mutiny, but it's a bit soon to be joining us on the autograph circuit, isn't it? Hey, look who's here. It's the outcast of WWE.
DDP!
Of course it's me. And as long as you're not trying to take a cut of the yoga market, we're cool.
Don't worry. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm here to ask for your help. I know you both can see what Mutiny is doing, dismantling the company you built with all the sacrifices you made night after night. WWE means so much to so many people. So I'm asking you for one more sacrifice, because I need an army to take on Mutiny. I need the WWE legends.
You're right. I've never liked Mutiny, and it's been getting worse and worse since they won a Survivor Series.
But you can't expect us to just drop everything. I mean, look around. We're busy people.
Look, I don't mean any disrespect.
None taken. After all, respect is earned.
We've seen what you can do against the current generation, but if you want our help, you gotta show us what you can do against a legend.
I'd be honored to face either of you in a match.
We'll sit this one out. But we do have a few friends joining us here today if you can stick around until the convention opens.
I'm sure Alundra Blaze or Big Papa Pump will be fired up to get you in the ring.
Scott Steiner? You could say I'm officially pumped for this match.
Bang!
Can you warn me next time you're gonna bang?
Stepping into the ring with a freak of nature? That takes some guts.
Guts or desperation?
Absolutely. One often leads to the other.
They better remember they asked for this. And Steiner, let's see if Big Papa Pump can still thump a chump.
Bang!
These two need to tighten up their boots and get going.
Speaking of boots, have you ever gotten approached by that dude with the spiky hair and bolo tie who has way too many questions about footwear?
Yes, he's very enthusiastic.
Most of the fans are great. I mean, they really are. But you have to agree, there's a few who are a little bit out there.
You have no idea.
Absolutely. I'm enjoying my front row seat watching Steiner get thrown from one side of the ring to the other.
You're not still holding a grudge, are you?
Listen, bad blood doesn't go bad. It just waits until it finds a reason to boil over.
Now that's a championship-level maneuver. Trust me, pulling off moves like that under pressure is what separates the good from the great. This reminds me of my matches with Lita, just pure intensity. Pure satisfaction. Experience trumps raw energy every time. Watch and learn, kids. Someone's gonna find out it's not just muscle that makes a legend.
How about muscle and beard, Doc?
I'm saying Steiner can teach these young pups new tricks.
Just as long as he's not teaching anyone math, we're good.
Keep your head up against Steiner. He's not one to get back.
Speaking of, we might want to loosen up in case he comes after one of us next.
Big Papa Pump come after us? Nah.
Trish, we're talking Scott Steiner here.
Good point. Yeah, let's keep our heads on a swivel.
This is great, but don't you think we should come up with a new way to recruit people?
We're wrestlers. What do you have in mind? Rock, paper, scissors?
You're right. That sounds boring as hell.